You're going to be talking to us because I don't even like this dog.
Stop! We are the Gowans. I'm Bree.
I'm Derric.
And our dog's name is Marvel. Marvel is an Aussie Doodle.
Australian Shepherd / Poodle.
Her mom is an Australian Shepherd.
About 40 pounds.
And
her dad's
was
a full-size standard poodle, about 60 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
We both had dogs growing up.
Yeah.
And we're obsessed with them.
Getting a dog is something that we definitely wanted to do, but the first 2 years that we were married, about a little under 2 years that we were married, we couldn't have a dog because of the places that we were living. Well, we finally moved into our own home, and then it was kind of like, well, we'll wait until the summer so that I can be home with the dog because I'm a teacher. And then
summer came early, quarantine.
COVID
hit, so we were like, why not? It was our second anniversary. That was at the heart of COVID, so we couldn't do anything anyway. So we were like, let's just use our anniversary to buy a dog. And yeah.
We found her, and we had to wait 4 weeks to pick her up. And actually, we picked her up yesterday. Yesterday was the guy.
Yesterday, a year ago.
Yesterday, a year ago.
We always wanted an Australian Shepherd because we like the color mixes and their eyes and stuff like that.
They're pretty, and they're also super energetic.
She's white and brown.
With really pretty light brown eyes.
She used to have a white stripe right down the middle of the head, basically.
That went away.
That went away very quickly.
We picked her out, we put our down payment on her, and then we had to wait 4 weeks. And it was the longest 4 weeks of my life.
And we got weekly pictures of her, a week older and older.
The groomer was really, really awesome in doing that.
It was very exciting picking her up for the first time. We walked in and we saw the breeder's kid was holding her just a little in his hands. And then when I grabbed her from his hands, he was very sad.
But then there's this picture of Derric who's like...
She drove home. Marvel slept in
He held her first and got to hold her all the way home. We came home, we had her in the yard, kind of wanted her to get used to being just outside with us first before we spent time inside with her. She was so little we could catch her, so she was off leash, and we would like toss her at each other and call her name.
Yeah.
To teach her name because she obviously didn't know it yet.
Very exciting. It's like adding a new member of the family, like going to the hospital, giving birth, and coming back with a little human being. But this is a little puppy being.
Puppy being. When we were shopping for dogs, the breeder that we got her from named all of the dogs D names, and her name was actually Destiny. Obviously, that's a terrible dog name.
We had a bunch of different names picked.
So Chevy
was one because I work for Chevrolet. Snickers because she looks like a Snicker. I think Coda was one. And then Marvel. And Marvel is basically just because we are obsessed with Marvel. So like everything Marvel. All the movies, all the TV shows. And it just kind of fit.
She's a child, a dog, and a cat.
She's a child because she whines when she doesn't get her way. We have to force her to go to bed sometimes.
You have to take her out to the bathroom, which is kind of like changing diapers, except worse because you have to go outside.
She doesn't eat her food when she doesn't want to. She's a water snob.
She is such a water snob.
We have to constantly refill her water bowl because she won't. If there's like one piece of like old food in her water from her mouth, she won't drink it. Isn't that right? You're a little snob.
She'll come up to you when you're not giving her attention and be like, Mom.
Yep.
Mom.
She always craves for center of attention.
Yes, always.
She might at some point get up on the top of the couch here and lay down because that's what cats do and that's what she does. She's going to go try to bark at something right now. Here she goes. She's our little cat.
Oh. When we first got her, I don't think I expected the amount of time and energy a puppy would take.
Like just being able to sit on the couch right now, she is just a ball of energy. We always have to think about her when we do things now. Even if we want to go out to dinner, we have to think about, okay, should we put her outside? Should we put her in the playpen? We definitely have more responsibility now.
We went on vacation. We went to Florida. We went to Disney World, and it was really fun. But we were gone for 10 days, and that was really hard.
Favorite memory? I got one. So when we first the first time we gave Marvel a bath.
We didn't know what we were doing.
We did not know what we were doing. And she didn't like water.
She loves it now.
Oh yeah, she'll just run in the shower by herself nowadays.
It's her favorite game.
But when we first gave her a bath, she was not happy. So we got her out, we dried her off.
We did not dry her off.
We dried her off a little bit. And I was kind of laying down in the bathroom floor up against the wall on the door. And she was so sad, she climbed up my side and sat on top of my head and just gave us this like
super sad look.
Super sad look.
Trying to get as far away from Mom as she could because I'm the one that bathed her.
We took a picture of it and it's hilarious. That was probably my favorite memory.
Probably one of my favorite memories. That's one of my favorites for sure. So funny. She's a goober. But probably one of my favorite memories would have been like from 2 weeks ago. I got news that my grandpa wasn't doing well and that he was probably going to pass away. And I came home and I was crying. And Marvel does this thing with me where I sit on the ground and she sits on her haunches and she puts her paws up on my shoulders. And she just hugged me.
Yep, she hugged her and sat there for a little bit.
For like a good 10 minutes, I'm not even kidding. Like she's never done it that long. But I was just bawling my eyes out. And Derric was at work. And she just knew and just comforted me. So. I don't think I would have expected to love her as much as I do. Or depend on her as much. Or I can't imagine life without her. I would never be like, let's get rid of her.
We definitely expected you always hear a man's best friend. We were expecting a companion, a cuddle buddy. And she definitely is. She snuggles.
She's a part of us now.